Alright, so we are less than a week away from the release of Chaos Zero Nightmare, and honestly, I haven't looked into like a crazy amount about this game. I only played like the tutorial stuff in the most recent beta they had, and this game does look very interesting so far. So today, I want to react to the character previews they put out so far. I think we have 9 of them in the playlist here, so we're going to be going through them here. It does say combat motion on the YouTube here, so it seems like it's probably just going to be like a sort of combat showcase to see what the characters' animations look like and whatnot. But it'll be good to see some of the other characters in the game here, because from what I played of it, the game does look very good. And I know I'm in a bit of a different setup today, because I am actually on my vacation this week, but once the game actually drops on next Wednesday, I will be back in my usual setup there, so we will definitely be playing once the game drops. But let's jump right in here. We have our first character being Rin. I'm going from the first one they put out, going all the way up to the most recent one. So let's just jump right in. Let's see what Rin's got for us here. Let's see what she got. She once wanted to be a flower, not a sword. All right, off rip, loving the dual wielding swords for sure. I definitely do love this sort of like archetype of character. I also like the colors too, like the darker colors, a little bit of red here and there. They have the red eyes as well. Definitely a fire design. We do love to see that. Okay, and we got her the sort of in-game model there. Definitely doing the definitely getting the fan service with this one. Definitely getting the fan service with this one here. Gotta love that. All right, let's see what you got. All right, cool idle animation. All right, probably like her basic attack there. All right, like a one cost card. Okay, has like kind of wave aura. I really like how stylized this game is too. Yeah, these are all just one cost cards as well. It seems like. Alright, secret art it looks like. Ooh, okay, the pink moon into the combo. Okay. Alright, this is probably the ultimate here. Yeah, let's see what they got for the ultimate here. Okay, goes in the air into an animation. Okay. Okay, hold on. If we're cooking like this for a launch character, hold on. Chaos Zero Nightmare might be cooking up. Because if a launch character is looking that good, I don't know if she'll be like a featured character, if she's like a standard kind of character, but if she's gonna look that good for that ultimate, dude, some of these like upcoming characters will probably go crazy too. So I definitely like Rin. I can't lie about that. All right, next up we have Tressa, who I think was in the tutorial section a bit. So I think I probably have seen this through just like playing a little bit in the last beta. But let's see what Tressa's got. I think from the little bit I scrolled through the playlist, I think this is the only one that I've like kind of seen before. Yeah, definitely like her design for sure. Hold on. Yeah, gotta give my thoughts on the design when they're showing the full splash art here. I do love, yeah, actually, I do remember this now because I remember her having a bunch of like the daggers or knives. Her playstyle was pretty fun for what I was doing because it was kind of like you wanted to stack up how many knives you had, and then you do an attack that scales based on how many you have, and she was able to do some solid damage in the tutorial from what I remember. So definitely is a cool character. I think she is a free character because you play her in the tutorial. I might be wrong on that, but if she is, that'd be cool. If not, then hey, hopefully I'll pull for her. She's a psionic class character. Okay. Okay, she can set a curse. All right. Yeah, vital attack. Yeah, that one I remember. Yep, she throws the daggers there. I think she also has cards that can like give her more. Yeah, and then she has this ult here. I think yeah they had this one in the trailer. I remember seeing this and thinking it was cool. Yeah, I think she also has a move where she's able to like give herself more daggers. They didn't show it. Yeah, they're probably not showing everything in this, which is like it's fair. Like these are only like a minute long each, but definitely some solid animations as well. Like obviously like Ultimate not on the same level as Rin, but I feel like they're gonna save that level of animation for like the headliner characters, right? Like the limited characters, so to speak. So definitely is very solid there. And yeah, definitely want to see more of her too, because her story was pretty interesting from what we saw of her about her being like a bad luck magnet and stuff like that. So definitely would love to see more of Tressa. All right, next up we have Luke, and I don't know anything about Luke, so we're just gonna jump right in here. Let's see what Luke's got for us. Okay, he's got a gun. All right. Okay, good voice acting. Cool art here too. I actually like the colors a lot because I am like I do like green for sure. I like darker colors and I like kind of like the darker kind of greens. He does fit that. It almost feels like a little bit of a bluish green on the shoe there, at least for the way I'm seeing it. But I like it because it seems like he's kind of like jumping off from like a building in like the city kind of area. So he definitely looks cool. Let's see what the in-game model looks like. Okay, yeah, he's got the hood too, which I do like. He also seems to have a couple swords as well. So let's see what he's going to be doing with that. He also has a hunter class, it looks like. So it makes sense. He has like the gun. He has a couple swords. All right, uses the gun there. All right, what else we got? Stealth reload. Okay, probably some kind of buffing skill, I would think. Detect opportunity. Probably also a buff as well. So yeah, I'm assuming. Okay, Dance of the Demon. Okay, I'm assuming some those like couple like buffing ones. It's probably like you want to try to buff him as much as possible with the cards you get, and then attack towards the end with him. That's what it seems like. All right, lethal shot. What do we got? Ooh, okay, got that little animation and the explosion at the end of the pose. All right, and that wasn't even the ult. All right, now we got the ult here. All right, what's he got? Ooh, okay, hold on, animation. Holy animation. Okay. Okay, he looked cool. Ooh, yeah, well, let's check that for a second. This was very unique. This is very unique for an attack animation. This like color scheme thing, and then it goes to him. Ooh, the impact frame too. I'm glad I paused on the impact frame. That's a good impact frame. Okay. Hey, they kind of cooked with Luke. They kind of cooked with him. All right, good stuff, Chaos Zero Nightmare. I'm liking what I'm seeing for these characters so far. Luke is definitely one I'd be excited to get because when I play gacha games, I don't like reroll for like like what is the best and stuff like that. I just make my account and I make the best of what I have. So I mean, hey, like if I pull Luke, I could not be mad at that. I can't be mad at that. All right, next up we have Magna here, who again I don't know anything about because a lot of the characters I don't know about. So we're just gonna jump in. Let's see what Magna's got for us. Okay, it seems like a furry kind of character. Alright, cool design. It seems like she uses like shields, almost like an ice kind of shield here. Because like in the front, it seems like an ice kind of shield, but behind her, it looks like more like a force field kind of like thing. But yeah, design is cool. I'm not gonna put it on the same tier as like Luke or like Rin from the ones we've seen today, but like it's a solid design. Let's see what she looks like in game. Okay, yeah, the in-game models also look very good for this game in general, right? They do look very good. Okay, it looks like she's a Vanguard, so yeah, definitely more of a defensive character. I kind of piece that together from her splash art. Alright, let's see what she's got. Cool pose she has there. Yeah, it seems yeah, she's gonna use also like definitely she has like the ice punches there. Yeah, I knew she was gonna have some ice stuff, yeah. Ice wall, probably like a shield. Frost charge. Okay, probably some kind of buff. Alright, then like a special right there. And then next is probably gonna be the ultimate. Alright, let's see what her ultimate's like. Absolute zero. Okay. Oh, and then hit him with the combo. Okay. Oh, and it goes in the animation. I'm loving the transitions in this game. The transitions between the stylized, like, I don't want to say chibi models, because that's not what it is. But, like, the smaller kind of models. Transitioning, like, see, she's in the combo in the normal art style, and then she charges up the punch. And then it transitions into the actual, like, animation of her on the side there. I love that this game's doing that. Like, that's making a lot of these animations not only look good, but it's like it's very stylized, which is something that drew me into this game from the first time I saw it. Like, yeah, Magna definitely solid there. I'm not gonna say she's one of my favorites compared to the other ones we've seen so far, but she is looking good so far. I don't think it's gonna be a character I don't really like, right? Based on how they're handling the style, but you know what? You never know. All right, next up here we have Khalipe. So let's see what Khalipe's got for us. Oh, is that like a pet? that Khalipe has? Oh, okay, good voice acting. Okay, no, not a pet. It's just a wing. She's got big like cloud strife type sword over here. She's got some like drones around her. Oh, it's almost like they're making her out to be like angelic with like the background too. So that could be interesting for the animations too. Oh no, she does have a bird. Okay, no, I was right. She does have a bird. She has wings, but she also has the bird. So maybe it's like they sort of combine, and she has some attack where she uses like the wings. But cool design here. I'm not gonna lie. I like the eye patch as well. Oh, it's almost like she has a whip too. Also, she's also a vanguard, so probably a bit more defensive. Okay, a 3-cost ability to start out is kind of crazy. Ooh, okay. Alright, great sword. Okay, simple sword slash. What else do we have? Overpower. That's gotta be a buff. Or maybe a debuff. Because it went on the enemy. Yeah, maybe that's a debuff. Absolute perfection. Alright, what do we got? Okay, it's kind of like a buffing skill. Now the ult. Let's see what they do here. Oh, okay. Using like the drone kind of thing. Oh, a giant like whale explosion? Okay. That's cool. Honestly, not what I would have thought she would have done, but it is still cool. You know, I can't lie about that. Yeah, definitely solid character for sure. Definitely one I wouldn't mind, you know, pulling and using in game because honestly, a lot of these designs are very good. So that is something that Chaos Zero Nightmare has done very, very well. All right, so now we have Mei Lin, who I don't think I've even like seen before. But to be fair, a lot of them I haven't seen before, right? Let's see what Mei Lin's got for us. Oh, she's kind of like a fighter. Ooh, okay. She's kind of like a hand-to-hand combat kind of character, like martial arts. That's what that's looking like. She also has the ring shining there, so maybe some kind of like fire elemental martial arts. Yeah, definitely like dojo kind of character here, and she's a striker. Yeah, so definitely like hand-to-hand combat type stuff. Okay, seems like a buff. Yeah, then she does a kick. Yeah, doing like the fire kick there. All right, and probably some kind of buff there as well. Spirit movie. Yeah, she probably has a good amount of self buffs. Okay, the attack. Yeah, that's that transition again. Transitioning between the animation styles, where it goes like she's in the air in like the regular style, and then when she comes down, it's in like full like animation. That's cool. I love this game does stuff like this. All right, let's see what this ult looks like. Heavenly Fire Dragon. All right, punches the ground. Okay. All right, I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping, like when I saw the big dragon like that, because she just kind of punched the ground. I was kind of hoping they do something a bit more with the dragon, because I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. So when I saw this dragon like this, I'm thinking like Goku Dragon Fist, that kind of thing. That would have been fire. But the dragon still looks cool. I will give it up. Maybe there's more of the animation, because that seems like an abrupt kind of ending when she goes to the ground there. But it still looks cool. Yeah, Mei Lin's a cool character. I can't lie about that. Yeah, I can't lie about that at all. Definitely the most simple, like, designed character, but she still is pretty cool. I do like the, martial artist kind of archetype as well. So we do love to see that. All right, so now we have Renoa, who I might be wrong about this, but I feel like she appeared in the tutorial, but I don't think we saw very much like gameplay with her. So let's see what Renoa is looking like. She doesn't like the color black, but that's like most of her. It just feels the most relatable. Yeah, I could tell because of how much black is in your outfit there. All right, so she got like the crosses in the back, almost like a graveyard kind of thing because she's wearing a lot of black, and then she has the gun as well, shooting like a laser there. Pretty cool design there. I do like darker colors as well, and I like that she has blue eyes too. It's a very nice contrast. And she's a hunter. Okay, so definitely gonna be more DPS than anything else. Instant Judgment. It's a crazy name movie. That's like a pistol whip. And Flower of Devoured Fate. Probably some kind of buff. Oh yeah, that'll be an attack. That's like a special. Okay, that looked cool. That looked cool. I gotta make note of whenever these shots come up. Like that just looks cool. The way they transition between the two different styles. All right, now the old. All right, what do we got? What do we got, Renoa? Oh, okay. Getting those vines around them and then crushing them with the roses. Okay, that was cool. That was cool. I still think Rin probably takes the cake for like ultimate animation, right? But nothing looks bad. Like nothing looks bad. Nothing looks out of place in this game, which is great. Like I think they spent a lot of time refining the style, which I think is going to serve this game very very well. So now we have our second to last character for today. We have Veronica. Let's see what Veronica's got for us. Oh, okay, she seems like she has probably either a big sword or a long range weapon. Oh, or a gun blade. You know what? That works. Wait, hold on. This is like a gun bow blade. Like, what am I even looking at? This weapon's kind of crazy. That's a crazy weapon. And then I like the black and gold kind of color scheme there as well. Yeah, that weapon's kind of crazy. I need to see that weapon like in game. That weapon goes kind of crazy. Okay, she's a ranger. Okay, yeah, so definitely, I assume ranger's going to be more of like a range weapon kind of class, different from like the hunters, which are like guns and swords. Because her thing is it's like a bow rifle. All right, locked and loaded. Probably some kind of buff. All right, probably some other kind of buff. Okay, she got some self buffs or just like support effects here. We haven't seen her attack a single time, by the way. Okay, here we go. It has to be an attack. Okay. Okay, the little hamster. Okay, no, it wasn't an attack. The hamster just walked in and did a buff. Alright, let's see the attack here. Oh, okay. Okay, animation. Bro, she really sent him to a different dimension. I didn't even know what to say when I saw that. Yeah, she does the shot. The shot hits him so hard, he gets sent to like a happy place. This is like I know I brought up Dragon Ball earlier. This is like when Frieza was in hell. Like all like the bunnies and happy stuff and like the tree in the background. Like this is like the same thing. So someone in this dev team got to be a Dragon Ball fan because that's 2 times now in these short character previews. Yeah, she's a cool little character. I'm not gonna say she's super hype because I mean there's gonna be characters that aren't like crazy hype, right? There's gonna be characters that aren't like like they're amazing, they're like they're muscle and stuff like that. For me personally, but yeah, she's solid. She's solid. Can't call her a bad character at all, but nowhere near as hype as the other characters for me personally. If you like Veronica, cool, but she's not as for me as other characters are. And now we've reached our final character here. We have Kayron. So let's see what Kayron got for us. This one actually dropped today too, so we're pretty on the money with this one. Let's see what he's got. Ooh, good voice actor. He got Blade's voice actor from Honkai Star Rail. Good voice actor. Already a W. Plus the design is good too. I like the contrast between like the lighter colors on his torso and then darker colored pants. Yeah, at least I think this is Blade's voice actor. I don't know the names like that, but it sounds like him. And also, wait, what role was he? He was Psionic. Psionic feels more like ranged elemental to me. Yeah, he does kind of like black hole stuff and then slice them up. Okay, that was kind of crazy for just a regular move. Yeah, black holes. He has a lot of black holes, so we do love that. That's always cool. Oath of Vanity. Okay, some kind of buff, I'm sure. Ooh, okay, the special. Okay, that was fire. Alright, let's see what his ult has. Rift of Nothingness. Ooh, okay, hold up. Ooh! Bro, if I see someone get hit by that, like, you're not coming out of that. Like, you are not coming out of that. That's crazy. Yeah, this guy's a cool character. I feel like you gotta have the characters that are just like normal cool and the characters that are like drippy cool. Like this guy's got drip and he's cool. So we do love to see that. We do love to see that. And I'll leave it on him there because those are all the character combat motions here. Definitely some cool characters here. I'm not sure how many more of these are going to drop. Maybe I'll do another compilation react like this if you guys enjoy it. But that's going to be it for me. I'm really excited to play the game when it drops. I actually do have the day off from my IRL job, so we are going to be playing Chaos Zero Nightmare on launch. So if you guys want to see that or just enjoy the content that you see from me here and want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But I want to thank you all so much for watching today, and I will see you all next time.